Hello, this is Builder Dominic, and welcome to another LEGO review. Today we'll be looking at the LEGO Ideas Set 21304, Doctor Who. The set came out in 2015, was designed for people 10 and up, and has 623 pieces. The main model in this set is the interior control room of the TARDIS, and this thing is just packed with amazing details, and I'm gonna have to go through a lot of close-up shots to just show you all the great work and articulation that goes into this model. But I just want to start out with this large establishing shot so you can see what the entire control room looks like. The stairs on the side can be kind of pulled up. Now it's more of a feature of the model, since these steps would just lead to another room of the TARDIS that infinitely grows. So clearly you can't have an endless LEGO model, or else we'd be paying a lot more than what we did for this model. And this piece here, that's what plugs into the exterior walls of the TARDIS, so you put them together to form one large model. And now that we've done a complete circle, I'm going to give you some close-up shots of the control room itself. My favorite part of this model are the 6 control panels that go around the power source. I mean, they're just amazing with the detail put into each one. Now, none of them are securely fit. They kind of move around, and there's a lot of give with all the pieces. But that's great because, in the television series, they aren't secure. The Doctor's constantly pulling on them, moving them around, and switching things about. So it's great that they're not a solid build. Now, it makes it very difficult to build yourself and hard to kind of keep them together. But once you have assembled all 6, it's a great fit. And the other amazing thing is that all 6 of these control panels are completely different, or at least different enough to be unique, and a different build. You've got different lights here and a keyboard, and down here you've got the same kind of 2x2 flat plate we had on the first shot I showed you, but a different keyboard control panel. And here there's a little bar to lift up and down, because the Doctor's always frantically moving around the controls, trying to keep the TARDIS from flying off to some strange area that he didn't originally intend to, and that would never happen. More controls, and the most amazing thing is, as I turned it around, you saw all 6 control panels. All those are printed pieces. This set doesn't have a single sticker. The engine source or power source is coming through the control panels is, really nice to look at, but also just a great example of how advanced this model is. These individual translucent bars all come up, and then inside of that we've got these cylinder bricks stacked up on each other. So it's not easy to put together, because these pieces move around, and they're not very stable as you're putting them together. In fact, they don't get their firmness until the whole thing is together. So they're constantly falling apart as you're trying to assemble it. This control panel that's on the railing on both sides of the TARDIS are exactly the same. So you just build the same thing twice. You've got the 2 plates on the side, and then the center here, you got the translucent blue and purple studs there, and then some darker ones on the side of the railing. Even underneath the flooring, we see these kind of blue translucent studs and plates on the bottom to kind of show the power going underneath the floor of the TARDIS. And even though when this model's built you can't see it that well, they took the time to design and put that in, because if you're a fan of Doctor Who, you know that the Doctors had to go underneath the engine and kind of look for items they need to go out in the outside world, but also to make repairs. So that kind of attention and detail is what you get with this set. And this top-down shot just gives you another angle to better appreciate the control room's design. This TARDIS model is why I bought the Doctor Who themed set. I wanted a TARDIS on the outside walls of the TARDIS to do some stop motion work and just kind of do maybe some fun scenes. But as I turn it around, you see it's a very simple model. It's a blue police call box, got a little light on top, some windows on the upper wall sides, and the doors of the TARDIS or police box have that little, free for public use, because, this is a public police phone where people could use it and call for emergencies, but, this is the TARDIS, so only the Doctor can enter. And it's not the way you open this model. We don't open it at the front where the doors are, but instead we open it on the back. And how we do that is we remove the top piece, so we just remove the roof, and then this police call box signs that are on all 4 sides of the model, well, the side ones fold up like this. And then once we've got the sides folded up, the roof off, we can swing the walls open of the TARDIS and see the back of the entrance. And then, of course, this isn't a police call box, it's a spaceship, so we've got these futuristic panelings on the side. And under here is the little place where you would insert the control room to make one large model. And once the control room and the TARDIS are connected, you've got this nice little walkway leading from one to the other. The set comes with 2 Dalek minifigures, and that's really cool because the Dalek had been an enemy of the Doctor since like 1963 when the original series was airing. And I'm glad they gave you 2 of them because even though, the new Doctors have wiped out the Daleks and the Time Lords, the Daleks seem to keep on appearing in great numbers. But a really cool built minifigure. You've got the studs on the side of the Dalek, and there's the gun, and you can kind of see the eyepiece over there on the top. And as I turn them around, you're going to see the better eyepiece. And the way they got these studs on the front and back was by using just little lever pieces there. So that's how the front and back got the studs and kind of get a uniform look all the way around. And I'm going to tilt them here so you can see the top, and you just see that kind of special piece they use for the top of the Dalek. And it's in a very aggressive species and just wants to exterminate every life form that is inferior to it, and it believes every life form is inferior, so exterminate, exterminate. I love the Weeping Angel minifigure. As we all know, the Weeping Angels appear as statues, and that's why it's a whole gray color scheme here. You got gray hair, this kind of frozen solid neutral face, and then a flowing robe has been carved into the stone for the dress piece because it's an angel. And as I turn around, you're gonna see it's flat gray, and you see some of that braid work in the hair, and then there's a clear piece here to attach the wings, and you've got the triangle legs to create the dress, and then here are the wings that we see on a lot of minifigures. But as we know, the Weeping Angels are not statues. Instead, they are assassins, as old as the universe itself. And what happens is, you look at them and they're statues, but the moment you blink, turn your head, or the lights go out, they show their true form and get ready to attack with their demonic form, their true form. So don't blink. Clara Oswald was played by Jenna Coleman on the TV series, and it's a really cool minifigure. She's got this long hair where it kind of drapes over her shoulder. She's wearing this black blazer and a white blouse underneath it. She's got a plaid skirt, brown socks, and black boots. As I turn her around here, you're going to see that black blazer and the plaid skirt and brown socks, black boots continue. But when I turn it on the back, the torso piece still has some, trim on her blazer, but the leg piece just turns to a flat red and black coloring. So they didn't put a lot of detail in the back of the minifigure. Now, in the series, the Doctor kind of was calling her the Impossible Girl because she kept on appearing in his timeline at different points. He couldn't figure out how she was doing this impossible feat, but it turned out that she had jumped within his time stream to save him at different points so that he could become the Doctor that we've all known. And the minifigure itself has 2 faces. You've got this kind of smiling, happy face, and of course, the Doctor's constantly kind of getting himself into trouble and others, and getting them out. But you've got the more extern expression here of kind of saying, Doctor, what is happening? The 11th Doctor, played by Matt Smith, doesn't actually come with a sonic screwdriver, but the sonic screwdriver was so light that, they put that extra piece in there in the set, so you probably got a sonic screwdriver for the 11th Doctor, but he's not supposed to have it, so we'll just get rid of that now, but I wanted you to see the extra piece. And he does come with a fez, because as we know, the 11th Doctor believes that fezzes and bow ties are cool. So I am glad they included a fez with this minifigure. And just look at the minifigure himself of the 11th Doctor, really cool looking. He's got the shaggy hair and, the pleated blazer here with the red striped shirt underneath, the red bow tie and brown pants. He wasn't very fashionable, but he pulled it off. And as I turn it around, you're going to see that light brown blazer and the dark brown pants continue. But when I turn it to the back, only the blazer still has that pleating in the back. And, once again, the leg pieces are not really fully detailed in their painting. Now, the 11th Doctor, I love the hair. He has 2 facial expressions. If I take off his hair here, you're going to see there's the more happy, cheerful face, because the 11th Doctor was kind of, always excited about life and the new adventure that awaited him. But every now and then he had to get serious because, his companion was kidnapped, or the world was going to end, or, River was in trouble. But the thing is, the fez piece that we get doesn't fit on his head when he's got his hair on, but it does fit when he is bald. And, it doesn't quite look like Matt Smith, the 11th Doctor, because, that big old bushy hair he has. So, unfortunately, it doesn't look great, but, at least they did give him a cool fez. The 12th Doctor is played by Peter Capaldi, and this 12th Doctor is supposed to come with a sonic screwdriver, so I'll take a little time and actually show you that sonic screwdriver. You can see that the green tip, and then the 4 prongs because it's being opened and used, and then at the bottom of the handle you've got that white stripe. Now, the 12th Doctor is wearing a purple blazer or jacket, got a dark blue vest and a light blue button-down shirt, and then a little pocket watch around his chest, and then black pants. And as I turn him around, you're going to see, kind of that gray receding hairline because he's older, and he got the purple jacket and black pants. And unfortunately, I don't know a lot about the 12th Doctor. He got little pleats there on his jacket because unfortunately Netflix lost the Doctor Who series before I had a chance to watch it, so I haven't seen this Doctor. But I do know that he doesn't love humans like past Doctors. Instead, he's more fascinated by them, and which is probably why he only comes with one facial expression. You only get this kind of more neutral, maybe more kind of like inquisitive, trying to figure out how something works. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and you can click on the image to watch another video. Thank you.